Alright, so here today we got some pretty fun stuff to talk about. We are going to be jumping in and going over the newest updated tier list for the must-have characters in the game. Obviously, Soul Leveling Arise has been out for, I think, a month now, right? A bit more than a month, yeah? A little bit more. No, about a month. Actually, about a month. So today we're going to go through it. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, helps at a ton. And yeah, let's hop into this. A lot to go through, a lot to talk about, and let's break this down together, and let's see who the must-have characters are in Soul Leveling Arise. But yes, hopping straight into it over here, we actually have the tier list we're going to be using, which is this over here, characters. Tier list, there we go. So this is the character tier list again on Pride when we're going to be going through it and seeing. They did actually up to this tier list for Alicia, so I thought I'd also go through it, which is about a similar ranking to what I would say is correct for the character. Because again, how this works is, just so you know, this is like, again, what the tier list looks like, right? So first things first, did she destroy Cha? Did she go on par with Cha? Sadly, no. Cha is a very good character, and it's going to be very hard for anybody to kind of compete with Cha. Up and coming, maybe there's a character that can do it, but when we saw all the characters of the game, Cha is just built different. That won't change. That is a very big thing, and she's a very, very strong character. So really, for your light attribute, who is your must-have? It really is Cha. Still, again, it is obviously Min. He's a wonderful support character who's currently having his banner active, where if you need him, you can pull for him there. The only thing is, obviously, you're using pity, and he's a character you could dupe, pull, and get at any point in this game's lifespan. So remember, that's kind of how this works. So depends if you want to do that. But again, we already talked about the should you summon, and I already went over it. But yeah, where Alicia ended up becoming a sort of placement on the tier list here is S+. What happens is, she's a very good character, but she's also dupe reliant. So they put like a little $sign over here. That $sign basically means, if I were to show it to you, here we go, high investment. Characters are marked with the $sign. Their power is massively increased as they hit A5, and this allows them to jump to the SS tier along with Cha. So again, who are those two characters? It looks like CEO and Alicia are both characters. If you dupe them, they're going to be on par. But again, for some reason, they launched this character, Alicia. They definitely had a thing in mind of, we're going to easily print money with this character, because this character is very, very good at higher dupes. So anybody who wailed on this character is loving it. They're having a wonderful time. They're just swimming in W's, literally. Because again, Alicia is a very whale-heavy character. And if you were to dupe her, which again isn't a problem, it isn't a problem. A lot of games do this similar, nature, where they make like a character in Genshin per se, might have like C6, I think is like the name, right? And you have to C6 a character, and some characters get a lot of jumps, yeah? Alicia is one of those characters. She's great at base, that is true, but she could literally compete with some top tier characters if you were to consider A5ing her, or even pushing A2-3, right? Who knows? Correct? It doesn't matter. It's just, that's how it is. That's how this character is designed. So again, that's what happens. That's like kind of what they went for. Which is it an issue? Per se, it's not an issue, but if they keep making, again, pay to win characters per se, it sucks. Cha, whatever it is, dupe 1, she's already god tier. A2, A3, even better. But again, she's still good and very good at base, right? And Alicia is also very good at base. But if we start like, oh, the character's terrible at base, but then you A5, it's like triple S, then it's a little problematic. So there is that. But again, if they keep taking these characters and throwing them on the standard banner, I genuinely see no issue in this game doing that. Because then it's fine to have that, because you'll dupe them at a point, right? You will dupe them, knowing how the system is and everything, and the amount of custom draw summons you get throughout every event, you will definitely get to dupe them. So there is that. But Alicia also again placed. Alicia is a core attack spamming a machine that can freeze enemies in place while dishing out tons of damage. She can also act as a main DPS or as a hybrid damage dealer slash support thanks to her shield, exclusive weapon, and CC, and her performance heavily depends on the character and weapon dupes, which makes her even scarier. So again, that's their rankings. So again, you can kind of take a look into each category. I still really do rock with these tier lists here, because again, it gives you an idea for where everything is placed in the attribute itself. So for example, Libora, between Silvermane and that, they still are good characters. Sure, again, the only real SSRs that are ranked poorly are Lim, who's ranked over here at S, and who is also Wu over here, which again, this is actually post the buffs, by the way, so the buffs didn't really insanely change some of the characters, which is again sadly the fact. It's just the buffs helped, but they didn't make them even greater, right? So again, if I still were to say who are the must-have characters, if you want to just hear it out of my honest opinion, I will say the must-haves still include Cha. She is a must-have, so that's gonna stay as the thing. If I were to say it, it also will include, in the light category, Min. I still think that both characters, Min and Cha, are two must-haves, right? He is a great character, and he is great to have, but I will say, if you were to say must-have per se, I think that these two will definitely take the cake there. Well, Silvermane, in my opinion, out of the dark category, Bora is great, but I think that Silvermane is just an absolute carry when it comes to buffing up Jinwoo, and also a very good character when it comes to bossing content because of his entire weapon and basic attacks, right? So that's a big thing with him. Between Choi and Emma, I definitely think that Emma is like more of the longevity character, but Choi is damn good to have for, again, bossing and such. If you duped him, he's really good, but I do think that Emma is still like a must-have when it comes to break and kind of supporting or slash buffing, right? She's really good. So there is that too. In the water category, it's Alicia and I would say Siu, because again, you have a very annoying boss, which is the dogs. Those dogs are very annoying. Siu offers great break and everything, and Alicia, whatever it is just a great DPS. And as time progresses, as this character ages, obviously she will get better and better as you proceed to dupe the character, which is possible because again, she will be added to the other banner if that is true, and that will be a very good thing, right? In the wind category, I definitely think it's the worst category of the game as of right now. He's not a terrible character, and that's not the issue there, right? It's just the wind category has 1 and then 1, right? Every other category has 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 1 up here. So light category is currently eating really good. Dark category is not doing too bad. This over here, this over here. Apparently, our next character might be a water character, and if that is the case, I would say it's a huge L. We just got our really good water character. I'm hoping they do a similar, not like exactly, but at least a little bit similar to Tower New Worlds, which they tried to buff every attribute early on. So they gave a great fire character, then, or sorry, red character, then a yellow character, then this. They kept on giving good characters to each attribute. But if we, because remember, this game is 3 weeks. If we had to wait 3 more weeks, and then maybe even 6 more weeks, 9 more weeks till we get a good wind character, it's gonna hurt my feelings, bro. We definitely need a wind character to pop up in the game at some point, and it is a must. It is a must to get one because again, we're looking for like a busted character for this category, and each category has a really good one. Cha's like a god tier character. Silvermane's very damn good. Emma and Choi very damn good. Alicia and Seo very good. Again, over here, we don't talk about that category, right? And again, that's not that these characters are bad. It's just that this category needs it. And, you know, we'll see exactly what happens and how long it takes, but that is a category that needs a little bit of buff in here. It's a category that needs a little bit of buff in here. They did update the changelog. They would just put Alicia and Seo over here, basically adding the $sign to them because they are really good characters, just they have to get duped, which is a thing that'll take time, correct? Obviously, so... with that being said, that's mainly what they're going for here with this tier list. Let me know if you agree or disagree with anything placed here. SR characters are obviously placed as such. They're not going to per se compete with SSR characters, but they are some that can compete and be on par with them, right? For example, Lim over here and Wu over here competing with Park and Kang, which are, you know, pretty solid SRs, correct? The other SRs are down below over here. Some that are kind of not worth building, but some that are, you know, again, pretty good. So that's where it currently stands. As the tier list gets updated and as things change, I'll update you and alert you. There is a weapon tier list, which we'll do in a separate video where we talk about it and go through it to make sure this video isn't too long. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you disagree or agree with anything. Alicia is a very good character for those that keep asking, is she worth duping? It's up to you. Is it better to obtain more characters, as in such, obtain the next character? Is it better to just dupe out Alicia? That's a question that we have to find out with the next kit, which we don't have that knowledge right now, so it's just up to you. If you want to dupe out Alicia, she's a very good character, and yes, she can compete with top tier characters, and she will once duped, but again, that's a pretty big investment right after Cha, which players chased 8-3 for. So is it worth it to you? That's a question you gotta ask yourself. Alright, take care, have fun. That's been it for me, quick little video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you tomorrow. Peace.